Hello, children. Today, we are going to talk about proper presentation etiquette. Greetings from the kitchen of Malaysia. It's very exciting. I'm going to give you guys some examples of how to present your rivers in a way that will make you absolutely successful when we come at this on Monday, where I will be back in the classroom with you. Yay. Let's check them out. Hi everyone! So this is the river that I created to represent my life experiences. As you can see, there's a lot of different terrain, but I'm going to talk about 3 different aspects of my river. Number 1 is this basin right here. This represents kind of a past experience in my life, where right here is right before I went to college. And this is my first couple of years in college. I made this a giant lake because at this point in my life, my world perspective really expanded. All the things I was being exposed to, all the people I was being exposed to, really just blew up at that point in my life. However, I also moved from California, a very different culture, to Indiana, which is a little more closed off than us Californians are. So I've surrounded the lake with trees to represent that there's kind of an isolated feeling in being in this new space. So even though everything was expanded, it was also very deep, and I felt a little bit lost in this point in time and on my own. The second aspect of my river that I want to focus on is this boulder right here. Now, as you guys know, before I became your teacher, I was supposed to move to China, and I had this whole plan set up, and I didn't want to be with you guys. But I like my job, so that's okay. But I drew this boulder to represent my job in China falling through. So even though I was able to work my way around this, this presented a huge obstacle in my life, where I had made these plans about leaving the country for 9 months, and then all of a sudden I was having to backtrack on all those arrangements I made with my home, with my job, with my family, with my friends, and switch everything up in order to fix what had happened with my job and to be able to continue living here. So it was a huge obstacle to overcome, but there, as you can see, there is a little bit of a pathway on either side of it, and then it leads into totally clear river. And then the last aspect of my poster that I want to talk about is this part down here representing my future. Now, my river leads into my sad little drawing of an ocean. But now, most of the ocean is not represented on the poster, but it's implied that it's very expansive, which is how I see my future being. It not only grows in depth, getting darker as it goes, but we can imagine that it just goes on and on and on. And we don't necessarily know what the rest of that ocean looks like because it's in the future. But much like how I picture my life, I see the ocean having lots of waves. And while those might represent challenges that I don't yet know what they're going to be, it also represents an opportunity to ride a wave and maybe make something fun out of it. Also, I thought the ocean was an appropriate way to represent my future because the beach is one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. It doesn't matter where I am, I always go back to the beach, and I absolutely love it. And I picture my future as being full of lots of love and lots of joy. So that's why I chose to represent the beach. Thank you for hearing about my life experiences, and have a great day. Okay. So what's working about this example? Number 1, I take the river, I reference a specific location each time, and I tell you what aspect of my life it connects to. Not only that, I tell you how the way it's depicted connects to that life experience. It is not enough to just go, these are flowers, they're my friends.
Okay, good morning. So this is the River of My Life representation, and I'd like to show you what happened in 3 major junctions of the flow of my life. So you see these mountains over here. That is when I was going through my education, and During that, my parents were not financially stable, so being the first child as a Chinese, their expectation is very high in terms of, finish a study, go out, find a job, and so could help the family to sustain the family income. But for me, I decided to go a different path. I decided to continue my education despite the circumstances. So I gave myself even higher expectation. And the second major happening, you see this flow of river that flow through the flowers. That is when I find my own definition of myself, enjoying the arrival of my daughter. That's the most beautiful moment of my life when she's born. And as you see this darkened side of the river, you can feel that things is going dimmer. What happened was my daughter was going through the adolescence, growing up period. So I had to go through that growing up period together with her again. And that is the other three major landmarks of my life.
All right, not bad, pretty good. Takes the landmark, connects it to her life. Could have a little more going for it in terms of connecting how those things go together, how that aspect of the map represents that aspect of your life needs to be explained a little bit more, but she's getting there. I'd say that's a solid B grade. Go.
So this is the river of my life. It starts here in the top corner and it finishes here in the bottom. And these are the flowers and they are my classmates. And then this is the river and different people around the river. Actually, it's a lake. And then we have more flowers, so I guess more people. And then there is this big rock, and it's big, and it's brown. And then it finishes here.
All right, so we're gonna call this a C grade presentation, okay? Yes, she talks about the river. Yes, she connects it to aspects of her life, sort of. It's not really clear how those things connect. Again, like I said earlier, it is not enough to just say, these are flowers, they're my friends. This is a rock, it's brown. Yeah, you gotta give detail. We gotta see the connection of how it represents. It's that same thing I always talk about in argument writing, okay? When you give an example, you also have to explain how it connects to your point. It's not that obvious to the audience. It's not that obvious that mountains represent divorce. People aren't gonna get that. People are gonna be like, those are mountains on a river. Where are your parents? Divorce. They don't see it.
Hey everyone, this is my river. See, it's kind of curvy here and there's some flowers. I like purple, pink, and orange, so I put purple, pink, and orange flowers. And then it goes here, and then there's some rocks, and evergreen trees, and a pool, and then it curves like an intestine. And then more purple, pink, and orange flowers, and then, yeah, it ends over here. Thanks.
I swear if you stand up there and do what that girl just did, I'm gonna cry inside when I see you next week. This is a pizza. Did I tell you anything about how this pizza connects to my life? No, I just told you the obvious. It's a pizza. And I'm about to eat it, and you're not.
Okay, I started?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Jag ringer där och ska ta telefonen. Jag förstår. Och då vill jag bara fortsätta med
Go.
Are you kidding me? You guys, when you're giving a presentation, don't hide behind what you're presenting. We can't hear you. Speak up. You created something. Be proud of it. Put yourself out there.
This is my river.
Okay, what I'll say for this person, clearly they have some issues with performance anxiety. They don't like public speaking. I get it, it's the top fear in the world. That's why we do this exercise, because if you can master that fear and get out there and present yourself, then you can conquer the world. That's why I do these projects. And because obviously I went into teaching to torture kids. Okay? But I know you can do it. You can go out there. You can do more than say, this is a cup. No! Get out there. Prepare. That's why I have you do the written portion on the back, so you have an idea of what to say. Okay? Don't just improvise. Practice it. Use today to prepare for that presentation, make the finalizations on your river, and make a game plan for what you need to do to be successful on Monday. Don't be any of those bad examples. We're going into semester 2. You guys can conquer the world at this point. Don't act like you can't. I will see you on Monday. I am so excited to be coming back to you guys. I miss you guys so much. I really do. And I have so many plans to torture you this semester.